Hi, I'm Ciel, and here are 2 key steps to make every pose you draw solid 100% of the time. And the first step is by fixing your approach to studying anatomy. Now get ready because I'm about to show you the exact steps that got me from a beginner to an artist that can summon poses out of thin air. Come join my live stream so that you can see the magic happen in real time. Step 1. I picked up Michael Hampton's book, practiced line of action, and copied the muscles. This is phase 1 of me familiarizing myself with what muscles exist, because if I don't know what exists and how they look like, I'm not gonna know how to draw them. And now usually this is where beginners go, what's the point? I hate it, this is boring, this is useless. They get stuck in this point, and that is because you've been learning but you're not really using anything that you learn, and that is why it feels like nothing is going anywhere. So step 2 is, after I studied, I test and use my knowledge by figure drawing. Figure drawing is basically when you look at a live model, but it can also be online, and you try to translate that human figure into a 2D drawing. This is where the challenge truly starts, because you may know that there is a deltoid there, but this is when you actually look at a deltoid on a model and go, okay, how am I gonna draw that? How am I gonna draw that without Michael Hampton's book guiding me right next to me? And finally, after learning the theory, testing it, it is time to actually apply it by drawing your own poses with no reference. This is where it's the scariest but also the most fun, because people don't usually get this far. This is actually where you are doing what you wanted to do by studying anatomy. You wanted to draw your OCs, you wanted to draw Miku, you wanted to draw all the lovely characters that you love, but usually you feel like, oh, I gotta study anatomy first, and then you spend all of your time studying without ever actually drawing the thing that you wanted to draw. So after doing all the study, go actually draw what you wanted to draw. This is where I start drawing my OCs, and this is where I actually get hooked, because when I look at my OC and I'm like, oh, something looks wrong, I want to get better at it, I go back to studying. There is a reason why I'm opening Michael Hampton's book again. Your studies become targeted. It becomes exactly the exact necessary info that you need in order to go forward, in order to get to your goal, which is to draw your favorite characters. Now, we all need to remember, if you never get it wrong, if you never fail, you will never get it right. Back in uni, when we were all starting out, we were all freshmen, my tutor drilled it into us that you need to poop out all of the shit drawings first. You need to get 1,000 of those bad drawings, flush it out of your systems, and that is when you can start making good drawings. And I feel like that's true. You're not gonna be able to poop out the first good drawing out of nowhere. You need to actually get all of the things wrong first to actually start doing the right thing. And if you feel paralyzed or lost because studying invokes some discomfort in you, I want you to know that that is very, very normal. That actually, guys, learning is meant to be uncomfortable. You are challenging your brain, and you know how it is. Our brains are lazy. We want the easiest way out, and that is why, you know, social media and like being hooked to dopamine, whatever, they're very, very strong right now because our brain are born lazy. I think all of us actually have experienced it before. Studying and mastering a skill, or even just getting better at something. You don't have to be the master, but getting better at something feels so rewarding. It feels really, really good. And you can't get that by doing the easiest thing all the time. It only happens, you can only feel rewarded when you are actually doing the hard thing. So this recently happened to me when I decided to learn Live 2D, to learn rigging. So the model that you are seeing right now is my third model that I made from scratch, and it was very, very scary to open this new program for the first time, this new software, because I never did Live 2D before. There was no one holding my hands. It was just a handful of tutorials on YouTube that are slowly guiding me to understand how Life 2D works, that actually it's not too scary. You really do have to go in there, do all the things wrong, and only from there do I actually start to understand things. It's because I messed around. There is a lot of trust that you have to have with yourself, and I feel like I could only do this really scary thing of learning rigging because I had that trust in myself, because I did the scary thing before. I already learned anatomy from zero to pooping out poses out of nowhere. If anatomy is your first challenge, your first skill that you're kind of tackling, do not be afraid. It is scary, but this is only the scariest that you will ever feel in front of a huge skill that you have to learn. But after that, it gets better. I promise. Alright, so all that was the first step to getting your poses solid 100% of the time. And the second key step is to build a visual library. So by doing a lot of live drawing, you're gonna start to get used to certain poses, certain muscles, how to draw arms, and you're gonna start having your own shortcuts. And by shortcuts, it means the way that your brain likes to interpret what you're seeing. So as your brain builds stronger connections on translating certain anatomies, it's gonna get easier. A lot of the observation and translating it into a drawing becomes more and more intuitive. It becomes a more subconscious process, and eventually you will be able to draw more and more poses. It goes into your arsenal. This is how I am able to summon poses out of thin air. It's because I've drawn hundreds and thousands of poses, and many of a similar pose, and that is where my mind just like, oh yeah, I know exactly how to do this pose, let's just default to this sort of pose. And it's really, really easy to make, because my brain already has that strong connection, right? The more you practice, the more those conscious decision makings become subconscious, and it gets easier. Now, for me personally, the best way to apply and expand this visual library is to actually, again, step 3, draw everything, draw all the characters that you love. And for me, I draw him, I draw my OCs. And my personal approach for original characters is to not bog myself down by rules and feeling like, oh, I need to know exactly what I'm drawing. No, you can mess around. So a lot of my OC drawings, especially the ones that you see on streams, are just me making up him outfits on a whim, making up scenarios, making up occupations for him to do, and you don't have to wait for permission to do anything, especially in drawing. You'll never be ready, so might as well just start now. And to help you with this stage, I made a list of prompts that you can get from my Patreon. It's completely free. You are very welcome to join. You can also get access to my monthly newsletter there and all of the other beautiful art that I post exclusively on Patreon. But basically, I made this prompt list so that you have some ideas to kind of get you started on what poses to draw. It's kind of just like I'm trying to expand your horizons here and really just go out there and put your OC or your fan art favorite characters in any of these scenarios, any of these poses, and really remember, we're doing this for fun, and the best art comes out from people who have the most fun. So do not worry about anything, just go out there and have fun. Hello, welcome to the postscript, my lovely viewers, my lovely members. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while. I don't know. My life has been running like 100 miles a minute. I don't know. I'm in the middle of kind of trying different things out with YouTube. I know that a lot of sort of like YouTube advice out there is that, oh, you gotta find your niche, and then you gotta keep making that thing, stay consistent. But it's a little bit of a conflict of interest here, because I do really love doing what I do, and obviously I also wanna make a successful YouTube channel, but I don't know. As an artist, I also love trying things out. I like experimenting and making different topics. So yeah, I hope you guys still enjoy this kind of like self-discovery period that I have. Although ultimately my biggest goal is to be that kind of YouTuber that whatever they talk about, you would still listen to them because you like them. I know that might be a tall order, but I don't know, one can dream. Anyway, thank you again. I hope you guys are feeling alright, feeling well. Let me know what you're doing this weekend on the comment section. Let me know what's up, how's it going, and yeah, thanks so much for watching.